I tell y'all what, man, Kirby Smart ain't playing, boy. Via Dog Nation, this is some of the comments he had to say about the freshmen. Says, I'm calling out all the freshmen for not being in shape. There's not a guy out there, a freshman, that's sustaining his reps. We really can't practice to our standard because they're all tired. They're trying to survive practice. We want to thrive, not survive. And the last one, the standard is the standard. Georgia fans, obviously we know freshmen, it all depends how they come out. I don't recall Kirby saying this last year about the 2024 freshmen. But comment below. I want to hear y'all thoughts. Are you guys concerned with Kirby's comments? Or is it they just got to get in line, right? Do you think the team will be as good as it's been in years past? Last year, really good year. SEC champions, right? Made it obviously the college football playoff. Made a run. Lost to Notre Dame. Just what do you guys think? Are you concerned the freshmen aren't piling up? Because like I said, this is your depth. Regardless if they're starting or not, if you got, juniors, seniors, depth pieces, veterans coming back, you still need your freshmen to be ready because you never know. Injuries are a part of the game. This is the most violent sport. I will say, on the outside looking in, it is a little bit concerning. Just a little bit. Because this class is supposed to be I won't say one of the best classes, but this is a class that's supposed to come in and a lot of guys are supposed to play, right? Now, Elijah Griffin, I've heard, has been, turning heads. He's been impressive so far. The receiving group is supposed to be a class that's supposed to be really good. When you look at C.J. Wiley, Taylor, Landon Rodon, and guys like that, they're supposed to come in and help contribute. So it is a little bit concerning that some of these guys are out of shape. So it just goes to conditioning, right? Because at this point, right, your high school season ended probably, if you won a state championship in December. If you didn't, you got lost in the playoffs in November. If you did make the playoffs, October, late October, right? But you should be back in that kind of conditioning form in the spring where you should be able to, be making reps and sustaining and things like that. So it is a little bit of a pause to the cause because, like I said, to be tired this early says a lot. Because when that fourth quarter come around, y'all, you got to be ready. When you battle an SEC opponent like a Bama, a Auburn, let's say you down 21-17, you got to really fight from within. You know what I'm saying? And think about last year with Georgia, y'all. I know I got some Tech fans that follow me. That was an 8 overtime game. That was the battle of attrition, right? And guess what? Georgia outlasted Georgia Tech late. Say what you want about the phantom calls and all that good stuff, but they outlasted them. So like Kirby said, the standard is the standard. We got to be ready to go. So it is a little bit concerning for the freshmen. It's a good thing he didn't say the whole team, because he said the whole team, that'd be a problem. But he did say the freshmen. So they got to get in line. If you're trying to see the field, Georgia has a certain way to do things, why they've been successful. It's why they've won national championships. So as he said, the standard is the standard. But it is a little concerning. Some of these highly touted freshmen, very talented as well, is struggling in spring practice. We'll see what happens. We'll see if that mood kind of changes a little bit for Kirby. You know what I'm saying? Going forward, if he feels a little bit stronger with them after spring practice into summer workouts and obviously fall camp. But a little concerning that they can't sustain reps right now. But let's see what happens, man. Comment down below, Georgia fans. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you have concern about the freshmen coming in or the freshmen currently right now that Kirby has called out? And last thing, good on Kirby, man. That's how you coach. You know what I'm saying? These are what coaches should be doing. Calling it out. Like, you're not going to play for me if you ain't upholding the standard of Georgia football. You're not going to play for me if you ain't holding up the Colorado or the Georgia Tech or the Miami standard or the Texas standard. No. You got to do these things. You don't do these things, you ain't touching the field. I don't trust you. I'm not going to put my job, my jeopardy, my livelihood on the line because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. I love it. More coaches should do it. I think sometimes with the NIL and all that stuff, these athletes be feeling themselves. You need a good coach like Kirby Smart, regardless if he's a rival to Georgia Tech. You need a good coach like Kirby Smart to keep it 100, be transparent, be genuine, and hold them players accountable. You don't believe them? Go look in the NFL. Look how many players from Georgia are successful right now. It speaks to the coach.